What is going on, ladies and gentlemen? We are back again with another 90-day fiance video. This one right here is all about Bilal and Shahida in the most recent episode of Happily Ever After Season 7, Episode 7. But with that being said, though, let's start off by giving a big, massive shout out to every single person that is a member of the channel, that is a member of Patreon, and that is a subscriber as we continue to grow. Now, of course, for the people that are new to the channel, I can guarantee you by the end of this video, you're going to want to subscribe. But until then, everybody, sit back, like the video, and now let's get into it.
Shai and I are still trying to get to an agreement about when to start trying to get pregnant. And later on today, the results are coming for the meetings for her. So I thought right now might be a great opportunity to kind of take her mind off of that. Hey, why are you taking your shoes off? Seriously, yeah. Why are you? And then you putting your okay, these are leather. Why they're not on your feet?
Because I have a heavy foot. When you have a heavy foot and you have on shoes, especially boots, you're gonna go so fast. I press
like she pressed on the gas
all the way down.
It's making my heart drop a little bit.
Yeah, I'm a good driver. I've been driving for like 17 years of my life. But in America, you drive on the right side. In Trinidad, we drive on the left side. This is the first time I am actually driving on the other side of the road.
She's always wanted to learn how to drive on the right side of the road.
Don't shade my country. I need to have full confidence in me.
You can get Louise. You're not even watching. You almost hit this car right here.
There is no car.
There is a car directly behind you.
Obviously on the right. So I'm going to cross like this. I'm seeing the arrow pointing this way, so I'm supposed to go this way.
People tend to slow down when you're going on the curve, just FYI. Babe,
I was not going to hit that rock.
You were literally...
Babe, you are exaggerating.
No, I'm not exaggerating. Do you see how close yours is?
I was not... Listen, no, I know how to drive. I'm not learning how to drive. I know how to...
It's all good. Hey, calm down. Seriously. Yeah. Don't mess my car up.
Listen, can I just drive?
You starting to irritate me?
I'm driving. Oh, God. This is so frustrating. Don't...
It's funny because the whole idea behind the driving was to take her mind off the situation with the whole baby. I mean, the whole pregnancy, trying for it, the results coming in. I won't lie to you, I don't think driving would have been the best choice. I wouldn't have chose driving myself in particular because driving, if you're learning driving sometimes, nah, definitely was the worst idea ever. I don't know why he didn't think of that, but this is Bilal. Bilal only thinks about the worst ideas. Oh, god damn, but let's continue.
Give me a next mansplaining. I don't need that right now. I'm already super nervous because all I can think about is the results of my blood work and our chances of having a baby. Everything is a problem. I'm like, chill.
What he should have done, though, he should have done something that he knows that she likes to do. Maybe set up some sort of yoga session, I don't know, or an activity that he knows that she likes to do. That is a distraction. Something like driving, nah, definitely not it. Definitely not it.
We have a meeting with Dr. Mirabile. It's a video call. I am 100% ready to have children. Bilal, he's not, it does speak for itself. From day one, I told him that yes, I would like to be a mother, and I don't want to wait too long. There were so many things that came out of our last appointment with Dr. Mirabile. He was talking about when a man and woman, when they are of a certain age, things start to slow down. You know, it's just how the body works. So I just need to know my chances of getting pregnant. It's always good to be in the know. And we're good.
Good. Doing good? Yeah. So you guys ready to go through some labs?
Yes, we are. We are ready for the results.
I wanted to make sure ovaries are producing hormones enough to be able to get pregnant, and your hormones look really good. And also check your ovarian reserve. Are there enough eggs left? Unfortunately, that test is still pending. I will get back with you on that. But, you know, the eggs have been there since before birth, and that's when we get concerned. So we'll wait on the remaining blood work, then we can really get back together and talk about that. Really, where are you guys at right now since we talked last?
I think we have been trying, you know.
Trying what? We have not been trying.
When we are intimate, we are using a condom. But there has been a little oopsie here and there, so the possibility of a bun being an oven could be real. I'm not trying to give it much energy so that Bilal doesn't pay attention to it. I'm just keeping it low.
Ow, that hurt, man. God damn. Why? Damn it, man. Ugh. Okay, listen, I have no words because I just don't want to say anything because you know what? This woman just gets on my nerves, but okay.
We're not trying to have any children right now at all, like 0%. So we're not there, we are there.
I hope we will compromise on the time. Like, I don't want you to, like, wait, although we have it in the contract, like, wait until I'm 40. I mean, our life could change a year from now.
But has he told Shahida that 100% we're not trying right now? Because she's got different plans, bro.
You know, things could be different.
Something change overnight.
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I think a child, you know, always should bring happiness. You know, I also know that how she is at times. She sometimes get emotional. You get emotional at times. It gives me a little feeling of like, will you abandon me, you know, type of thing. There's been times where, you'll no longer say I want to be with you and stuff like that. So all that, I mean, to be real, that stuff scares me as well too, because I've been divorced before, so never want to have to go through that again, let alone having a child, you know.
Sure.
Anytime you've been into a relationship before and things don't work out, like you get a divorce and you have children, that makes it way worse. When you start something new in a relationship and, you're hoping things work out and you think about having children, but then the other person talks about, leaving every now and then when you get into an argument or, any issues, that kind of makes me back up. So it doesn't make me want to run to it. It makes me a little hesitant. And
so you married someone that you don't feel, or you're unsure that you're going to be with forever, because she always references that I walk away if I don't get the baby. So why would you go off and marry that person? What I want to know. It just sounds like another BILAL excuse. I mean, don't get me wrong, like, I definitely wouldn't want to be with someone that references leaving every time I have an argument, because to be honest, if that's the case, well then I would have been like, okay, bye. I would have said bye. I would have said, okay, bye on the first time round. Well, I'm not wasting my energy with you. For what reason? So we have a little dispute, and now you want for your friend to leave. Who the hell do you think you are? All right, cool. See you later. On your way. On your way. I mean, listen, if we have a disagreement, we have a conversation about it, we resolve it together, and then we move forward. We don't have a conversation and be like, oh, I'm going to leave. Nah. Nah. I don't do them kind of thing. So, see you later, mate, on your bike. But anyway, let's continue with this madness between these two who are clearly not really that madly in love, to be honest with you. And Lord knows if they're ever going to get to that conclusion of really getting the baby that Shahida wants and the baby that BILAL doesn't want. And again, though, everything that he says that basically he has no faith in their relationship. I don't want a baby in case we break up, basically, in a nutshell, because she's always referencing it. So there you go. Problem solved. Don't be together. Don't waste each other's time. But hey, don't forget to like, subscribe, and let's continue.
Stick with a salad for now.
a salad.
I'm feeling it now. You ain't gonna bring me down.
I want to be very careful what I eat. I don't want anything to like hinder my chances of, getting pregnant. And I hear that it starts with your diet. So
Okay.
I reviewed my blood work with the doctor today and my hormone level is fine. But my egg fertility results are still not back and I'm getting pretty anxious. I know BILAL loves me, but it's never a good feeling to have, someone that you love don't really trust you. And it makes me so upset to think.
How can you love someone but not have full trust in them? I know he loves me, but it's I mean, come on, man. Like, does that even make sense coming out of your old freaking mouth? I know he loves me, but the trust. I could never be in love with someone if I don't trust them, and nor could I actually have love for someone that I don't trust. I can care for them maybe, but love? But I don't trust you? Or I have a doubt about trusting you? That's a wrap. It's a wrap. Come on now. What you want? No. It's a wrap.
Think that he does not trust me enough to stay with him if we have a baby together. I want to focus on us and also having a child. Like, we are all one unit.
BILAL can never love if he worries about trusting you, then how can he love you? And even if he does love you, it's not a complete love. Partial. Reserved, I don't know, whatever, temporary, I don't know.
And I don't want to have a child by myself. I want to have a child, like we are having a child. That's how I want it to be.
Right. I just want you to look at it from both sides.
Yes, but it kind of be I want to now, and you like, oh, we have to wait. And I want us to be on the same page, like what Dr. Mirabile said, like make a list and see, like the pros and cons, but we have to agree on it. So what do you think about us starting?
I literally just grabbed it so we can draw a big T.
Yeah.
Pros, cons.
Okay. I think one of the pros for me would be like, mothers have changed a lot of people for better. Like some people be like, since I become a mother, I've changed. They love unselfishly, things like that.
A con could be added stress. And
you say added stress, right?
Yeah.
But I think a child can help you de-stress. Like when you come home and say you have little babies that love you after having a very terrible day at work, that is like, for some people, the most satisfying.
Baby, get irritated right now if you don't get 10 hours of sleep.
So I could get them on a program early so they would just like automatically know when it's bedtime.
A baby or an infant, it's not the same.
I can't believe they're actually having this conversation, to be honest with you. Is this the conversation we're having right now? the benefits of having a child, why she wants a child, all that kind of stuff. Like, yo, you think he doesn't know these things? He's already got children, for goodness sake. He's probably the worst person to have a conversation with, because he's going to talk about how, well, it's not always like that, to be fair, and also you got to wait for a certain age for them to do this, blah 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 blah. So why is this conversation relevant? It's because it's not. But anyway, we'll continue.
They'll tell you when to wake up, when you can sleep.
It's a baby, not a monster. You make it look like it's going to be some sort of fuzzy animal. It's a baby.
No, when you poop for the after the third, fourth time,
I think
it
it's
looks cute.
cute.
The first,
It's
third, fourth time. But after that, this odor starts to happen. Everybody thinks that like I'm a germaphobe, but it's kind of more her.
I have nieces and nephews, and I change their poopy diapers all the time.
Is it ever like when you're wiping it,
It doesn't
and
matter.
get on your hand on accident? Ugh, that's nasty. It's like, oh my god, like how does this beautiful human being smell like this? You know?
Well, that is a pro for me. A child will be there in your life for the rest of your life. Like legacy.
Cons. There's a financial burden.
Finance is temporary.
Baby, finances is continuous.
Yeah, but you, in your American culture, you guys kick your kids out by 18.
College is not free, baby.
Well, back in my country,
This is
education
not
is free.
Exactly, everything. This is America, baby. Nothing is free.
Why are you getting so irate with this conversation? Like, you don't even want to finish your pros and
I'm
cons.
about to finish it.
All your cons are temporary. My pros is forever. Legacy, change your life. Love, all these things last for the rest of your life.
Baby, this
Your
right-
cons
this-
is limited finances.
Listen for a second. Now, I'm fearful of the fact that sometimes when there's problems that arise, you're quick to want to run for the hills. Why am I saying it though? Am I saying that out of the blue, or am I saying because based off of
Yeah, I
some
probably did
experience of
say
what
that,
you've
but
said?
have I done it? I mean, most of the things when I get angry.
There's limits to things though, like saying the D word, done, or the board.
I mean, to be honest with you, he's got a fair point about, you know, you like to run from things rather than solve things, confront things. You like to run. So I see his point, but I'm pretty sure once you have a child, oh, then again, in today's society with the amount of children that have been neglected by their parents, you know what? Point. I'm gonna leave it as that. I was gonna say sure it'd be different once she's a mother, but again, the amount of people who still don't change even when they have a child, it's bloody peak, man. So yeah.
Like those are things. Those are hot words you should never say. I am very fearful and scared of having children, with the thought that you may want to up and leave one day. Having been, I guess, dumped before in previous relationships, I am going into having a child with my eyes wide open. One of my biggest fears is that she will leave because she threatened to do it before.
I understand your point, but I don't have intentions of like, leaving or have intentions of like, that's not allowing my marriage to work. So I'm letting him know that I'm here. You know what is my fear? My fear is that every year will be the same conversation. Time will be passing and there will be no baby. He has been hurt before and women have walked out on him, but I'm not his past. At the same time, I'm not going to live my life without a baby. So whether Bilal and I stay together or not, I'm not going to allow.
I mean, listen, she's got a fair point. These women are his past, but the thing is that you're saying things that are triggering that because you keep referencing leaving. If he's got a history of men leaving him, women leaving him, well, then someone coming and saying, I'm going to divorce you would definitely, trigger that trauma. But also at the same time, you've also got a history of men not sticking around. I wonder why. Maybe it's because you say things like these. I don't know. But either way, though, the matter of the fact is this, though. In this type of episode, I'm actually more inclined to take Bilal's side due to the fact that she's saying things that are quite triggering towards him in terms of leaving. And that makes him worry that having a child with you may not be the best of ideas. But at the same time, though, it is Bilal's fault for still wanting to marry someone who gives him that doubt. And that's where I'm definitely not on it. Now, obviously, when it comes to Shahida, I can never be on her side. Why? Because she's the one who decided to marry someone knowing full on well that this guy isn't someone that was ready to have a child anytime soon. If not, God knows when. You know what I mean? But hey, they got 3 years, I understand, from their prenup. So if there's 3 years on the prenup, then it tells me that clearly he's going to give you a baby at some point. So I don't know why she's taking so long. I get it. It's all about her body, the fertility, all that kind of stuff. So she doesn't want to wait too long in case you can't have children. But you gave the 3 year gap. You're going to have to stick to the fact that you said 3 years. So if he doesn't want it now, then you got to wait a couple more years. Whether that be 2.5, 2 years, a year and a half, I don't know however long left is on this bloody contract here. But hey, you guys let me know what you're thinking. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and peace.